Some of my favorite verses in the Bible come right at the end of the life of the Apostle Paul. He's probably just a short time from being executed for his faith when he wrote 2 Timothy, this letter to his protege, a young man he'd mentored in the Lord. And towards the end, in 2 Timothy 4 and verse 7, he says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. And then he says this, henceforth there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day. And listen to this, and not only to me, but also to all who have loved his appearing. You know, yesterday we got the news that Pastor Jim Fleming passed away, and it's sad, and we mourn and we grieve, and you know, we'll have more information about what's gonna happen, what the plans are in the days to come. But I think this verse is so apt for Jim. It says the crown of life, Paul says, has been stored up for him, but not only for him, but he says, but also for all who have longed for the appearing of Jesus. You know, and there's a lot of things you could say about Pastor Jim, but I think that's one of them. That this is a man who longed for the day when Jesus would come, who lived for that day. He poured his life out into so many people in preparation for the day when Christ will return. And I think those things that Paul said, where he said, you know, I fought the good fight, I finished the race, I think you could apply those things to Pastor Jim in his life as well. He fought the good fight that God had for him here. He ran the race. He finished the course. Just invite you to, and I know many of you are, just be in prayer for the Fleming family. You know, during COVID-19, like, it's horrible as far as funerals and grief and things. It's about we can't really gather together. We're there'll be plans, like I said, will be coming out about what's going to happen, but just keep them in prayer. Send them fond memories. There's a Facebook group you could post on there. Man, he was a tall, big man, and I think he's leaving a very large legacy. Not because he was tall physically, but because he lived for the day that Paul was talking about.